The expressions and conversations on this show are simply your truth and your views. It's a platform where there is no judgment, no preconceived beliefs, and no fear. There is no right or wrong response, so speak freely, speak confidently, and speak your mind. Just remember to do it with respect. With that being said, let's toast to health, wealth,
and your motherfucking self.
And welcome back to Toast and Talk. Hey, I know it's been a while since we've been recorded. COVID. I don't know. I'm not even gonna fucking make. I'm not even gonna fucking make those excuses. Hey, we back.
This shit Dana fault. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I'm right? D. Will, and I got my co-host.
Gee.
Hey, welcome to a new episode. We have a special guest here, Queenie.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Yes,
I did.
Hey,
yep.
So Queenie, you have your own podcast.
I do.
Let's
the
talk
Relationship
about the
Zone.
Okay, and how can people find you?
Oh, on Instagram, the Relationship Zone. I'm on YouTube.
I want to do that too. Man.
Facebook, Spotify, any way you listen to your podcast.
OnlyFans.
Ooh, he's starting already.
He's
warming up.
Already? No,
he's
I'm
warming
not.
up.
Oh, no.
All right.
Asking the people.
I know. Someone asked me
asking
to get
for a
OnlyFans,
friend.
but
All
I'm
right.
not.
Asking for a friend.
So before we get started, Toast to Talk is a safe space where we can come and we can talk about anything and everything, as long as we just kind of do it with respect.
How you kind of do it with respect?
Well, there are some sensitive subjects that we just don't.
We're gonna shy away from those,
yes,
brother.
we just
Really?
curb those.
What
You know.
those, I wonder about. Okay.
Hey.
How you get your microphone upside down like that? That's fire. My bad.
We know those. We know the people's not to talk about.
Okay.
All right, so but we usually start out with a shot. No, not usually. We always start out with a shot to open it up. It's like opening the doors of the church.
Is there one?
Anybody?
Yes, there is.
Come. All right.
Let's toast to health, wealth,
and
your motherfucking self.
So,
You know it.
still tastes like water fluid.
That's it there.
So I would like to say, thank you for coming on to our show. Thank you for collaborating with us. And hopefully, we can collaborate with you in the future. And we can do some good things. So tell us a little bit about the Relationship Zone.
Okay. Well, first, thank you for inviting me here with you all today. On the Relationship Zone, talk about love, life, and all things relationships, from intimate relationships on to mother, daughter, father-son relationships, even your relationships at work. So
Work wives and work husbands?
No, not just that, but just your relationship with yourself and at work. Because again, it's about love, life, and all relationships. So I think that we all can use a little bit of help in the relationship space. And so, I talk about all things.
So as I was kicking back some ideas, and I was kind of talking to you behind the scenes, one of the things that I did not want this kind of show to kind of go into is man versus woman. And some of the ideas, I would like to say, hey, if we can just give a positive aspect on some of the things that we deal with in relationships, in the dating enterprise or atmosphere that we got going on out there, and just kind of help someone, it would be great. And I know one of the topics that we was actually discussing before we came on there, we was talking about not love language. We were talking about basically relationship language. Why is it that when your girl says, "Hey, we need to talk," our mind always goes to, "Oh shit," just like G said,
Yeah.
"Oh shit." All right, it always sets a tone of there is going to be something negative. and go.
So, I look at that and I still believe, I shared with you before, I think it's the conditioning. I just think it's the conditioning. I think that young men grow up hearing that, oh, when your wife wants to talk, you better just listen. And it always comes off as so negative, right? So it doesn't give a woman a fair chance to even say, hey, babe, I want to talk to you. Because you've already been conditioned from little. I mean, we look at the movies the same way. We listen to songs the same way. We listen in the barbershop, it's the same way. It's always,
What barbershop you was at?
Cut it out. You just said it. But it's always like, oh, it's going to be negative. She has something negative to say. So to me, a man already approaches it with his defenses up, right? Automatically, he already knows. He's bracing himself. It must be bad news. But maybe it's the perception. So if you already come in with the perception that it's negative or it's going to be bad, then you manifest that. It is going to turn out bad because you start defending yourself and you feel like she's attacking you, and really she's really talking to you about whatever the thing is. So I just think it's a condition, and I personally believe that we all need to take a look at ourselves. Like, why do I feel that this is always going to be negative? Not saying that it's not negative.
Okay.
Not because sometimes it is.
Okay.
But what about the times when it's not? When it never was intended? If you ask that woman, did you intend to come up that way? No, I just want to talk to him about XYZ. So we don't even know that it's going to be perceived as negative.
Okay. Gary has something to say.
Of course he does. I'm waiting for it.
G.
Let's go, G.
I feel like you guys are attacking me.
There's that.
No.
Go. I want to hear more.
Let's talk. Okay, I want to talk. Okay. No, so do you think that comes from a lack of communication, healthy communication, like me being able to express myself on a daily basis about just regular things, like, hey, babe, I didn't like XYZ, and how you receive it, that I hold what it is that I have to say until I have a bunch to say, and then the conversation is usually that way?
I think that, sure, it can come from that, but where is that learned behavior coming from? Was it when you grew up and you saw mom or sister do it? Or was it because you watched movies or videos? Or was it because you heard someone? So vicariously, you're traumatized by what someone else has said or what you saw happen in someone else's life. And it never even happened to you. So you immediately come in with this perception that's not even fair. It's not even fair to the person that is doing that to themselves. Like, oh, she must be about to attack me. That's not even fair to you.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So, let me spin it a little bit. Let me spin it a little bit differently. And I go back to, yes, everybody has read the book, Love Languages, and I think that there should be another book that is out there called Relationship Language.
Okay.
Because there is some things that we know we have to do, we have to fix as far as the relationship conversation. I.e., for one, if I say something, or if you have a problem, some of us are kind of geared to where we will throw money at that problem. And we don't realize that we're not really communicating with you.
Sure.
Or on the other side of it, and again, we're not making this male female. On the other side of it, that if I have a discussion with you, you don't have to always insert yourself into that discussion. Just hear me and listen. But however, the woman is a nurturing person, and they will always want to try to kind of give their nurturing aspect on it.
I love that you used the word that the woman is the nurturer, and so by instinct that may be what she goes to. I never thought of it that way, but I absolutely can see that. And I hear you. I hear men oftentimes say, like, I didn't ask her basically for her advice on this. I just
wanted to talk to
yeah,
her.
exactly. But then we step and try to start fixing it. We start trying to make your load lighter, and that may not be actually what you're asking for. So, you know, I'm a big proponent, and this
A
is
big what?
Stop it.
No,
I'm
I'm asking.
Big proponent of now.
Okay, and what does that word mean?
We're not doing that. I've been drinking. We're not doing.
And that's fine,
Okay,
but I'm asking you because I don't
Here
know.
we go. I'm a huge advocate.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. I'm a huge advocate. He knows that.
You're not going to take over my
I'm
podcast.
a huge advocate.
Challenge!
I'm your guest.
And that's fine.
Okay.
But if I don't understand the word,
I'm a huge advocate for.
that's part of communication, correct?
Early on conversations.
Yes.
Right. And learning the person. If you're going to spend any time with them, learn them. So when you're saying that, like really trying to understand, okay, how do you, if you know, because we've lived long enough. So if I come to you and I have an issue, how would you like for me to present that issue to you? Right? Being able to have that type of conversation. We don't do enough of that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because.
So, I guess I totally understand what you're saying. I guess we really dove into the conversation, and I guess we skipped a step.
Oh.
And we skipped a step of how do you get to that dating part? So
How do you get to what?
that dating part, this conversation part,
The
like
dating.
how do you? Get
Oh,
to
y'all
that dating
already in a
part?
relationship.
Yeah. So
Y'all
we
zoomed,
jumped into
yeah.
a relationship.
Y'all in a whole
you know what I'm
relationship.
saying?
Y'all in a
And
relationship and having issues.
already. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't even discuss.
even date.
You know,
How did
we
y'all
didn't
meet?
discuss in dating and the meeting portion of
The
it
coffee
that
shop.
we actually have issues with. So let's kind of rewind.
Okay.
And kind of do a control alt delete and kind of go back into the actual, you know,
The pissy dating pool.
He said the pissy dating pool.
Oh,
do
it's
you
pee
say-
in the
why do you say
pool.
that?
Oh, it's pee in the pool.
Let's talk about it. Why?
It's polluted than a motherfucker. The pool fucked up. The dating pool fucked up. The ratio is fucked up. The honesty part is fucked up. Like, it's fucked up.
Okay.
The dating pool is fucked up.
All right. So let's expand on that. Why is the dating pool fucked up?
The dating pool is fucked up because, for what I think, right, just my perception of the dating pool, right, I think society has made it where things can only be one way, right, and it's viewed as wrong if it's not that way, right. So, single, 25, why can't I date multiple women?
Okay.
Why?
So, and this, I'm glad you said
Why?
that because dating,
Why?
dating, ing, should mean that I am actually dating multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind. So, there is nothing wrong for me to be getting to know multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You don't interview for one job, you interview for multiple jobs.
You interview multiple people for the job.
The job too, exactly. And then you kind of single yourself, you kind of window that list down to who you want to kind of go into. Okay.
You may
good.
hire multiple people. Why not?
Uh-huh.
I think it's a big job. Let's hire multiple people. All right. You'll be in charge of maintenance. You'll be in charge of the phones. You'll be in charge of payroll. But all of this will make this business run smoothly. I call it pieces to the puzzle.
So again, let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
In that pieces to the puzzle, and it kind of goes back to another conversation when we was teeing up, is do us men have them deep pockets to have that pieces to the puzzle? Meaning, like, hey, if we want to have this whole starting lineup, can we afford?
Can you afford it?
Can you afford it?
That's one of the main parts. Dating is expensive than a motherfucker.
Shit, yeah, dating is expensive as a motherfucker.
Expensive than a motherfucker. It's not for the cheap and it's not for the weak. All right?
It just is what it is.
So you should date multiple.
If you choose to.
Oh yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it, is what I'm saying. But
I agree.
I think it's frowned upon because, let me see. I think people aren't honest when they're dating. That's the issue.
Okay.
Right? So if you're dating with the purpose and I'm just dating for fun, we're wasting each other's time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Great.
So, but I think you fine. So, okay, I'm dating with a purpose too. Tonight didn't work. All right, I could date with a purpose again Wednesday. I got something else to do Tuesday. I ain't wasting 2 days with you.
So one thing.
It ain't your day. Your problem is.
So I agree with you. Unfortunately.
Yes! In the face!
No, wait, listen. Here's the deal. I am known for dating multiple people, right? And I don't care what people think about that. When I choose to date my one person, then I'm all in. Period. It's like,
nothing
I'm
wrong
done.
with that.
I hang up my jersey. I'm done, right? I'm out of the game. And I was honest, even with the person that I see currently, I was very honest when I met them and said, hey, I'm out here on 2 dates at the same time. Now, I mean, that may be a little sloppy,
Whoa. Time
Yeah,
out.
no.
Whoa.
No, well,
Pause.
No, see,
Pause.
here's the thing.
Hey,
Here's the thing. Now, you may
guess
wanna
what?
put-
Guess
you
what?
may wanna put some boundaries on this.
We're not in
Women
the
do it
judgment
No,
zone.
not at all. I want to know how you
I
did.
want to know how
pulled this
you
off.
had
2 dates.
2 dates at the same time.
Easily. I had 2 and a possible, actually. So I had 2
Well,
dates.
Whoa, damn, we
No,
playing
no.
spades?
Let's go board. Go
And
board.
it
I ain't
is
got none. Let's go board.
My girls
Let's
and
go
I, we
board.
had gone out. I'd already talked to both of my friends, told me that I was coming out. But I'm very honest. So before I even tell you how I did that, what the formula was, the beginning of the
blueprint.
formula was simple. I'm honest. Hey, I like you. I'm interested, but I'm dating other people. I was very, very honest about that. Those that were cool with it stayed. Those that were not cool with it decided not to stay.
All right.
And it had nothing
Pause.
to do with my ego. It was just simply, I just want to be honest because I want to move freely.
So can I ask
That
you this
was-
question? The ones that stayed, did they give you why they stayed?
Yeah, because they know who I am to the core as a person, right? And they knew where I was at that time in my life, which was simply dating, to date. I wanted to have a good time, and I wanted to have a male companion to show me that, right? So they were perfectly fine with
Attention.
that. But no, it wasn't for attention. Don't get it twisted. I'm okay without that. This was about, I had not been dating. No, I mean, again, I had not been dating for a while. And so when I came back out and decided to date, I was real honest. I don't want to come out from not dating and be locked down. I was just locked down, right? So I wanted to be free. My reason for dating and them staying likely was because, and we have talked about it, but it's because, one, they knew I didn't want anything super serious at the time, but I was open to find my person. So I think in life we're always auditioning for something.
Oh, yeah.
And even I was auditioning to see if I was a good fit for one of them. So this is not a one-sided thing, right? But when I met another guy, I knew that's the one I wanted. And because I had already dated, and I knew none of them were really the person I wanted to like partner with, but I still enjoyed them, and I wasn't dating them for free dinners and all that other nonsense.
We're going to come back to that. But
Yeah, I
but-
wasn't doing that.
Yeah, we definitely
I wasn't
talking about
doing
to-go
that at
meals.
all.
So with that being said, did the ones that said, hey,
Yosu.
did the ones that tap out, did they give you a reason why they tapped out?
Yeah, so a couple of them, and I'm still very acquainted with them because I was honest, that's the thing.
yeah.
But it was because they saw me as, one, wifey material, and then two, they didn't want to think about sharing me. Now, no one had said, well, who you sleeping with, right? They didn't say that at all. It was
Niggas
just
don't care about
assumed-
that.
No, it was assumed that I must be sleeping if I'm dating these various men.
Wait, you wasn't?
No, I wasn't sleeping with them. See, that's the thing. That's how you...
Our date is done.
No, it's maybe our
Here we
dating
go.
would be, and that's okay.
Our date
but
done.
listen, that's okay for me too. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with that.
Our date
I'm
is
not.
done.
I'm okay with that, right? I just think that What y'all got?
No, go ahead.
But no. I
Continue
just
on.
think that the reason why they tapped out was because of, as I said, simply I'm honest, and they're like, I don't really know. Like, can I trust her? She's gonna be with all these other dudes. That was fine, but the guys that understood it.
Okay.
What's the issue if a woman don't?
No,
like, if you're a guy,
there's
you
no
have various women,
there's no issue with it,
Yeah.
and because I feel like that it is a process of getting to know people.
Absolutely.
And I will tell you this, like, I had to reevaluate how I went at the whole dating situation. The reason I had to evaluate it is because it was getting very expensive, and I'm very transparent about it. If I went out to meet somebody on a Monday, meet somebody on a Tuesday, meet somebody on a Wednesday, that was like
That was almost $1,000 right there.
that's $150 a pop or more.
150, y'all didn't have drinks?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and then this is a true story, and I am again transparent about it. I said, okay, let's meet up for coffee. I'm like, scale it back. Met up with this one person. She said, hey, she sends me a message and she's like, hey, meet me here. And I'm like, so I'm thinking that, the direction she sent me was to the coffee shop, and it was actually to her apartment. So I'm pull up.
You like get kidnapped?
Hey, so we walk over to the Starbucks. We sit in the park and, chop it up for a while. And guess what? My energy, I wasn't feeling the energy.
Yeah.
$7, okay, cool. So we walk back over to her spot. My car got towed.
Oh, you had a $307 date.
My car got towed, and she was like, and she said it in a calm voice, like, "Hey, well, I know where they towed your car to." I was like, "Wait a minute."
Oh, this is not the first time doing this.
Exactly, my mind said, "This is not the first time this shit is happening." Like, why the fuck you didn't tell me? And then so my mind started racing a little bit more. It's like, what if this was at night? What if I would have took her to that, nice restaurant, had some drinks, spent $150, and then now I'm paying for my now I'm paying for my car. So that first date cost me $177. You know what I'm saying?
There was no second date.
No, fuck no. Shit, man. God
I get
damn.
my $100 back somehow, but
Hey.
all right, I get it.
So
I at least would have cranked.
hey, what?
I would have cranked it at least once.
Yo, I think that was might have been her MO. I mean, was she getting a cut?
She was about to. She was about to take you down.
Was
She had her
getting a cut?
boyfriend. She
Was
had her
getting
real
a cut
boyfriend
from-
tow your car.
No.
She had her boyfriend
There
tow
we
your
go.
car.
There we
What
go.
do y'all think the worst? Come on, like, come on,
Women?
It came.
Women
It came to her. It came to
are-
her head too easily that hey,
God.
let's walk down here and
Say
I know
that
where they
part.
towed your car.
Was it DC?
No, it's Arlington.
Well, okay.
Oh, you had a rich date?
I got nothing.
Should have made her pay.
Here we are.
Well, you know how, I think it's wise that you look at dating, like as an alternative, it's going to the coffee shop, bookshop, park, so on and so forth. Because it's
Hotel.
dating. I told you before,
But-
I think that courtship is the investment. That's when I think you should start. I think money should be on, real money should be on the table during a real courtship, right? If we're talking about $100 date or $150, is it expensive? It's all relative, right? But I just think that courtship is where.
But again, if I throw it out there to, somebody that I want to go on the first date to, like, hey, let's go to TGIF Friday. Let's go to Applebee's.
Are you a TGI Friday guy?
Well, I used to be.
But are you now?
But my palate
palate has changed.
has
So-
grown
so-
with me.
so-
And our
your-
pockets
your
have
le-
My
changed.
pockets have changed a
Pockets
little
changed
bit.
too.
But
Pockets
your
changed.
level of dating is changed as well. So
Okay.
come on, let's not even do that. So average date, where you would take a girl or lady, whatever you want to, where you would take someone. What's your place of choice?
Hotel.
Okay, got it. All right.
that's
Is it like the motel or hotel?
Hell no.
Okay, got it. Because
No.
your bottom got to wait there too. I understand.
I'm bougie as shit.
Is that
I'm the bougiest hood nigga you know.
Is the door on the outside?
What?
Is the door facing the street?
Hell no. Listen, I'm not going in there.
Hey,
Fuck. I'm not going in there.
hey, funny story.
I'm not getting out of the car.
Wait,
Why are we
Are the
here?
steps metal?
No. I gotta go upstairs. There's no elevator. There's no key.
Steps
Listen,
from the outside and they're
We're
metal.
again date
Clink,
over.
clink, clink, clink.
Date over again.
All right.
This is strike 2 for you. We're done here. After this next strike, you're out of here. Okay. This is 2 bad dates we had.
All right. So first date, like ideally, what would you? Where? You keep throwing at TGI Friday.
Okay, wait.
and
Pause. Can I pause?
Applebee's.
Yeah. I mean,
444?
we ain't gonna go to the 444. You can keep that
What is
between.
that?
Shit.
Is that a strip club or something?
No, 444. Goddamn Wendy's.
Wendy's got 4. You get 4
Oh.
things for $4.27.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Wendy's 444. Hey, but
Let me say this. Let me ask this. Let me pose this to both of y'all. Dating. If I say, hey, let's go on a date. We've exchanged phone numbers at brunch. The next day, oh, let's get together. Let's go on a date. If I pose it, I pay.
I don't have a rule for that. I just think that it's weird if you pose, let's go on a date, and then you're like, but you take me and pay. I mean, it's just weird. I don't know. I don't
So
have
I guess
it's just
I
weird
guess I
to
word.
me.
Wait, maybe I worded it wrong. If I call you and say, hey, let's go to dinner, it's on me, right? I'm paying. If you call me and say, hey, let's go to dinner, why when we get there I got to pay? You the one said go to dinner.
So-
We was gonna get a 4 for 4.
I get that. Yep, I get that.
That's
I
just a
don't-
question. of
Yeah,
mine.
no, I get it. I mean, I don't.
I just want.
How do you feel about that though?
I
Yourself?
feel like that's my logic. If I call you and say, hey, let's go get lunch, dinner, whatever, it's on me. If you call me and be like, hey, babe, you want to get something to eat? Yeah, you can. Babe, you hungry? That's usually how women.
All right. Can I ask
I don't
you-
want to categorize all of y'all, right? But usually how
we
women,
said-
it's
the ground
usually a
rules
loaded
was,
question.
We're not going to go women versus men.
Yes,
not,
we
I'm
are.
not, but I just
Yes,
I have a
we
question.
are.
I have a
Yes,
question
we
for
are.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have to settle unless you choose. How old are you?
43. You ain't never seen 43-year-old look this good. Ooh.
Okay. So
right, I'm sorry, go
it's
ahead.
just surprising that we are in our 40s
Mm.
and we're having this conversation, like this debate of if someone else asks me out, they should pay. Yeah, that
But-
blows.
but
I'm
it's
an old
really a
school
real
thinker,
thing.
So it's kind of, it blows my mind that we really do have this
Mm-hmm.
happening. No judgment. It's just, it just blows my mind.
No, but it's a real thing.
But I will treat my man out. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes, he would say no.
No, I got it.
You get what I'm saying?
Correct.
So it blows my mind.
I'm trying to
But if
establish
that's
the
your
expectation.
experience, I don't.
No, I'm just trying to establish the expectation. Like, no problem paying.
I think if you're just
I'm
like
saying-
dating multiple people, I think right there it should be kind of every man or woman for themselves if that's what we choose.
Oh, fuck no. We'll never 50-50. If we 50-50, I will never talk to you ever again. Ever.
Help me understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not a guy. Help me understand that. What does that mean?
Okay, if we go on a date
Uh huh.
and we get separate bills,
We go Dutch.
African, Dutch, Caribbean, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Or split the bill.
We ain't
No,
doing that.
there's no
We
such
ain't doing
thing
that.
as splitting the bill.
You know.
Why- tell me why not, 'cause
But
I'm
now,
not-
but now, I would.
Why
what
not?
I, what,
Wait,
what I
wait.
would.
I'm not a guy.
Hold
I
on,
need some.
hold on. What I would accept is like, hey, if I took care of the bill and you're like, hey, let me take care of the tip.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm okay
Yes,
with that.
I'm okay with
I'm
that.
okay with that.
But you know,
We're not
as far
splitting
as
the bill.
splitting the bill, no. I mean,
But wait. Okay.
Okay,
Hold
come on.
Let me put my glasses back on because I need to think.
Let me
here.
take my glasses
let's-
off.
Wait,
let's-
he's saying that it's basically it's implied. Not that you're really saying. Just seems like it's
Mm.
implied that it's unfair that if she asks you out and then she's expecting you to pay the bill. Why is that? Well, I'm just like, well, what's the problem with a splitting the bill? How is that any more wrong than the expectation that if she.
That's where I was going with it. The expectation.
So we're talking about expectation.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
You gotta make it plain for me
Correct.
because I'm a little.
Correct. You need a little bit more drinks.
No, that's the problem. I'm slow because I'm.
And Queenie, if I may, have you ever been out with like a group of people and fucking the bill comes and you got the one person saying, "Well, I only had this. I only had this." That's where us men we get in that whole irritation of
you're never coming out with us again.
Splitting bills or
ever
going
fucking
Dutch.
coming out with us again.
Ever. That's just my take of it because I don't want to go down and say, guess what?
Yo, you got 37.42.
I had this.
You got 27.
And we splitting the bill.
No, G, you ordered that last round.
You know what's
that
funny?
was on you.
Women do this all the time, and we're okay with it. I just
but grown women and grown people do it because guess what? When the bill comes, we just throw the money there and we split it.
Either somebody put one card or we say, how much is it? Okay. Bye.
We have gone to places and been like, hey, let me get that, bring it down, bring the itemized one. All right, I had XYZ. Listen, I am.
You
yes.
go through that?
Yeah, but wait. This is not all the time, but I'm saying we have done that. Absolutely. Because you got to think about it. People eat. Now, I'm not saying that this should happen in relationships, so please don't mark my word on that one. But I've definitely done that because when I go to, let's say I go to the W. I don't know how many of you go to the W.
I like the W.
I like the W, but that
I am the happy hour king.
We back talking about Wendy's again?
No,
not Wendy's.
I'm the W.
The other W.
Yeah.
The rooftop.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go to the
I
W.
thought the
W hotel.
But when I go, the W, you can get $1,000 couch. Couch. You got to go at the right time. You can get $1,000 couch. Yes, I've been to that type of space. So $1,000 couch split between 5 people, and I'm standing up. Why am I paying for the couch? I'm standing the entire night.
Because you part of the fun.
No, it wasn't part of the fun. Don't bill me for that. But listen, here's my problem. I may order only a salad. The bill come out and it's $600. I am not going to pay your portion unless that's what I agreed to pay from the start. No, I only ordered salad. Don't tell me we can only split this bill 2 ways. No, I ordered a salad, and the salad was $32.
But did you have drinks with the salad?
No, because I hardly ever drink when I went to the W.
Okay.
So I think now again, I'm not saying this is relationship like intimate, but I am saying like no, it's kind of okay sometimes to.
So we don't necessarily put a price on food or fun.
You don't?
No.
I love to eat,
and I love to have fun.
Well, I'm low cost when it comes to certain things. So.
Can I borrow $5?
Yeah, I got it.
I know you do because you just said you saved money.
I do.
You spent $32 on the salad, and the bill was $600.
I'm not taking that. I mean, unless I chose to do that. That's what I'm saying.
Just fucking with you.
But I got you on $5. Can I get a line though?
No, my shape ups is $27.
So are you?
I'm just saying, $27. You might well get a haircut. I know you got it.
Somebody got it.
Somebody gonna pay.
All right. So we didn't got to the first date. Now,
hey baby, somebody don't got it.
We done went through.
we didn't got to the first date. We didn't had the entrees. We didn't had the meal. We didn't chopped it up and all that other stuff.
Date went well.
Date went well.
Great. That's wonderful. Good conversation.
Good
All
conversation.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
You vibing with them.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And now what?
Several dates. Let's fast forward to month 2. Ooh. We jugging already. G. We jugging already. Naked weenie too.
What?
Naked weenie. You know what naked weenie is?
I do. I didn't know what Wendy's was, but I got this one.
We jugging. We in a full-fledged relationship.
I got you. Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Adult stuff. Got
yeah. Grown folking. We grown folking, right?
Yeah.
So now, when I come in the house, I don't like your keys right here.
Okay.
I don't like it. It irks me.
Okay.
And I've said it already.
Okay.
Right? But you continuously put your keys right here. 2 things. 1, I feel disrespected. 2, if I say something and nothing changes, then what?
Gee, listen, I'm with you on this one.
Right?
Well, I'm with you.
Well, I got you.
I'm with you. You got. They tell me I think like a guy, and I don't. I think like a human. So,
Guys are human.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. But it's not like specific to guys.
It's not
Guys
gender.
think
Okay.
Like, no, I agree. But I'm also about what's the compromise. Do you put a key rack at the front or a bowl at the front or something at the front and say this is the designated space for keys?
Okay, well, I like my keys right here. Right? Don't put my keys on the thing right there.
Why? But okay, you like your keys.
I'm
right
a creature of habit. When I come in, I want my keys right here.
there.
Right?
I am too. Yeah.
That's it. Yours go. I want
All
my
right.
keys right there.
So what would you like to happen in that situation?
So I'm fast forwarding an issue, right?
Yeah.
So now when I bring this up again about your keys, hey, I don't like your keys right there. Like we talked about it already. You keep doing it, blah 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 blah. And now you get an attitude with me
Because you telling
about me telling you about something that I said I didn't like already, and you continuously do it,
I'm with you.
right?
Yeah.
Hold on, D. I see you about to jump in. I see you about to jump in. We double dutch. I see you about to jump in. Right? So now I have to make a decision when I come in the house and I see the keys right there. Do I feel like causing tension in my household?
Yeah.
So guess what? I'm not gonna say nothing.
So
But
you're
it's,
gonna let
it's
it sit
really
here.
fucking bothering
Yeah.
me, right? So now we're gonna peel over another band-aid. This causes mental health shit.
I'm with you.
Because I'm not being able to express myself, right? So I'm doing my comedian shit right now, right? Remember how we told it, we opened up with what we opened up with? I'm bringing it back full circle now, right? So now I don't get to express myself freely because I want to protect our relationship or our bonding for the night, if nothing else, right? So I don't say anything. So now Gary has mental health issues, trying to find a balance in between expressing myself freely and or keeping the peace. So now when I say, hey, let's talk, the doors of the church are now open. Is there one?
I'm going.
There is one.
This is
Uh-oh.
Dana Shaw.
Here's my one.
Come on down, good brother.
All right. I am a firm believer, and this is just my opinion. If it doesn't fall into the category of the 3 F's, I am not going to allow it to bother me.
Fucking French toast and what?
Feeding, fucking, or finances.
Okay.
Okay.
So, them
Okay.
keys on the counter or them keys misplaced, I'm really not going to actually, get upset or get pressed about it, should I say.
You know that was just an example, right?
Yeah, I get it for example, But now, if it comes into the whole, hey, can you tell me when you're going to go out and buy a purse or go out and splurge for something expensive? Can you just keep me informed? And you keep doing it, then yeah, now we have that kind of friction zone, and we need to kind of handle it and in that nature. And I think it's all about that kind of communication that is out there.
So are you saying I'm wrong for sneaking shoes in the house?
No, you're not.
Wait, edit that out. Don't edit that part out. Don't put that in there.
You're
Don't edit that out.
you're not wrong, and this is just my opinion, because in this society that we live in right now, normally both people are working, and this is just my opinion, is that, hey, I go to work just like she goes to work. She goes to work just like I go to work. And if she wants to buy a purse, if she wants to buy shoes, if I want to buy shoes, it should be a thing. But we should set a kind of a threshold of a discussion, like, hey, I want to make this major purchase, and we should have a conversation about it.
Or a price line.
Yeah,
Let's say
you
anything
don't-
over 300. Let's go.
We have a
Let's talk
discussion.
about it.
We have a discussion
Correct.
about it. I should not show up with a brand new car and be like, ah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, this for me? No, this
No,
mine.
It's mine.
This mine.
You know what I'm saying? it's just that. And it's that communication that we need to have. And those are the healthy the healthy conversations that we need to have.
Can I get a bathroom commercial break real quick?
Stand by.
I feel you on those keys.